Hi, I'm Angie. um, First, I want to read God's Just Good. Um, Something I like to read a lot is it says, I asked God for strength, and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity, and God gave me brawn and brains to work. I asked for courage, and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for patience, and God placed me in situations where I was forced to wait. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors, and God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted, yet I received everything I needed. My prayers have all been answered. I've attended CrossRoads from the very first service. When they had their first meeting at the clubhouse. My attendance has been at times very sporadic, and at other times I've been very faithful. I also participate in Celebrate Recovery. I first began attending when my husband and I decided to choose a life of recovery versus addiction, and we were experiencing consequences of our toxic behavior. At first, I began attending church, local meetings, recovery activities, and Celebrate Recovery to try and build a better life. I thought I would mainly do this for my husband to be a better support system for him in hope of a much more meaningful, stronger relationship and marriage and a more secure, loving atmosphere for our kids. At the time, my daughter was 16 and my son was 6. I had gone through a gastric bypass surgery in 2002 that resulted in me having to be resuscitated on the surgical table and placed on a ventilator, and then in ICU. I battled very critical health problems since then, a few that resulted in 38 or more surgeries, hernia, MRSA, staph, you name it, I've had it. At one point, we thought I would lose my legs, and then I had to have a placement of a stimulator put on the brain, and 2 weeks after that, it infected and had to be taken back out. I've been diagnosed with MS and a tumor on the brain stem, and we laugh because I go to the doctor for a blood test, and they call me back with more. It's like, nope. But it's given me, God's never left me one time. I'm not sure what they think of me at Salina Regional, but they sure know that I believe in God. And while they're doing all their needles, I've come to realize that I don't do the self-harm. I go to them and let them do it. And that way I have somebody to blame. And I don't take their anesthetic because I'm tough. And so they laugh when I come in there. God's opened my heart time after time to deal with and get through each challenge. Through each trial, He's given me the opportunity to witness to so many. I've been blessed with approximately 250 to 300 plus one kids. They're children, adults, friends of my kids, my grandkids. And it's kind of rough when you go to an event and everybody yells mom and you're like, well, okay. We've experienced a lot of loss with the kids, but yet they know where to find me on Sunday morning. And they were already messaging me this morning. explaining that they had to work, because otherwise I'd be like, this last year's met me with some very painful, life-altering challenges. My husband of 30 years chose to abandon the extreme challenges that we've faced and that have come about related to my health conditions and a lot of the depression. He also has his own health issues, bipolar, diabetes, and then my mom, who's 91, lives with me. She lived with both of us. And then she has her own health conditions. And God's blessed me with her being with me at 91. And her sister was in an accident when she was like 20 years old and was given 1 in 500 million chances to live. And she turned 99 this year. And God's blessed me with so many people in my life that have been such a good support system. And I know that when I get down, I don't ever have to be alone. And Celebrate Recovery is a place where I discovered that I am a real work in progress. There were in our hurts, habits, and hangups that I had been ignoring, justifying, and just not identifying or even admitting to. Sometimes it was just easier to deny. And it was through the steps that I was able to realize that I had shut so much out, and that every time I'm done with stepping through one, I have a whole new subject. But God's been good to me.